Hello knitters, this is Mariah, Mrsknittyrodgers. Today is Sunday, August 13th? I think so. And I just wanted to go over, I was kind of cleaning the house and I wanted to kind of go over my Flock Fiber Festival haul. Yeah, just a little bit. It's not a ton, but I was very excited. I wanted to put it on my shelf back here, but I wanted to talk about it first before I did that because I don't want to go digging back through. So Flock Fiber Festival was a whole week ago now down in Seattle, Washington. It's about a 3-hour plane ride from here. It's the first time in 11 years that I miscalculated when my husband was going to be home. So I was going to take him and Raiden with me just, to have a family weekend. But my husband ended up working, actually being regularly scheduled at work. So I made the brave decision of taking my almost 3-year-old by myself. And he did great. I mean, he is a great traveler, I should say, and he loves airplanes. And as long as I stuck to his schedule as much as possible, let him play, let him out, fed him, it did pretty well. He did have a little bit of constipation episode while we were there, so that was a little tough. But otherwise, I had him in the little itty bitty stroller, and I had our bags, just on the back of the stroller, and I gave him a movie with my phone, so I didn't get to take many pictures or anything, but then he just watched a movie, and I rolled him around for, I don't know, I went Saturday and Sunday, and I was only there for about an hour, maybe 2 hours each time, so we really didn't stay long, and that's okay. Yeah, it was good. It was good though. It was really nice to see people and to meet other knitters and just to be able to feel these really special yarns that I've been, following online in person, being able to see their colors true to color before I buy it and being able to touch and feel and just see who my favorite dyers were. I was too chicken, to be honest, I just was too overwhelmed as well to say hi to actually any dyers that I really love, but I was able to, kind of just nod from the distance or say thank you or, whatever. But that first day, that Saturday, it was so busy. I was definitely overwhelmed. I got there on Saturday. We stood in line for just a little bit, not too bad, but it was hard to find a parking spot, so I had to walk a little bit, which is okay. That's fine. I'm athletic and young and whatever. I can walk. And then as we were walking, Raiden saw this playground and he wanted to stop and play. And I was like, no, buddy, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go get in line. So the line moved really fast. It was really cool how they just, you had your ticket on your phone. They're just like, yep, Saturday. Okay, go in. It was nice. It was very nice. The venue was really cool. It was just like an open hangar on this huge park. There was like soccer fields and playgrounds and football fields and like all sorts of different things. So that was cool. And then all the windows, all the hangar doors were like open, which was nice because I was really warm, especially in my wool sweater, tee, whatever you want to call it. But I was sweating the whole time. Plus I was pushing my son, so yeah, it was good. Let's see. So Saturday, I wanted to scope everything out first before I started actually going to booths and walking. There were like 3 aisles of different booths with, booths on either side. I tried to stop by the Lamb & Kid first. I've actually never tried their yarn, and I know that they got kind of like fancy, more expensive yarn, so I didn't actually pick out any yarn from there, but I did pick out a little tiny sock bag. It's really cute. It's out in the living room and I'm not going to stop and go get it right now, but that was nice. I thought about getting the really bigger bags, but the little itty bitty sock bag was already $36 and I was like, I want to save my money for yarn. Maybe next year if they bring it, I will get the bigger bag, but I can make project bags my own and I like my project bags that I make, so I'm not hurting for project bags at all, that's for sure. What else? Oh, and then I saw Explore Knits was on the very opposite side of the building, the hangar, and I saw this long line, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think that line is just a Stop and Shop. I don't need any Explorer knits. And then I went, you know, down the middle aisle, and then I went down this aisle, and I was like, oh, there's people in that booth actually shopping. Oh, and they're going to that line to buy the yarn. So the line for Explorer knits was actually kind of fun. Raiden thankfully was being really good watching his movie, having some snacks, and I just stood in line. The line took about maybe 30 minutes to get through. And it was Allie and Darren checking out people, and then one of their other employees checking out people too. So that was really cool. So you were able to go through the booth, and it was kind of not, I wouldn't say it was sparse, but it wasn't, you know, you could definitely tell there was a lot of people that love Explorer knits and was getting it. And I just really am happy for her that she had a great show, for Allie that she had a great show. So, and I feel lucky that I was able to get some. So I got this bag because I was like, you know what? I don't have enough room in the bag that I have now to shop for. So let me just grab this. So I grabbed this bag, and then where it was on the stroller, it was dragging on the ground a little bit. So I have this stain, but now I know this is mine. So I feel like I want to kind of cross stitch my name in here too, or sew it or something. I don't know. I think that would be really cool. But it says just explore with your knit. And I don't think the actual Explorer Knits and Fibers logo is on here, but I mean, you can tell it's Allie's stuff, you know. And I got, when I first got up to the booth, I was looking what I thought it was the Denali sock, but it was actually the Rockies DK, which is okay because I actually want more DK skeins. So I found 3 of the Morning Ritual in Rockies DK. So I was just like, quick grab. I don't really want to look anymore. I got a special sweater quantity. I'm happy. So I was like, oh, I'll do a tank with this. Three skeins. I know it's enough for a tank. So I went and stood in line. And then by the time I had walked all the way up to paying, I looked at the wall where this was again, and I saw that they had a couple more. So I did grab one more skein. So this is definitely enough for a tee of some sort. So this is Morning Ritual and Rockies DK. I have 4 skeins of it, and it's a lot more like pinky gold, which I really love. I think it's super pretty, super pretty. So I got those from Explorer Knits and Fibers. I did go back to her booth the second day as well, just to see if there was anything that I couldn't live without. And I almost got, I think there was gum wall on cashmere sock left, but I was like, you know what? I'm actually pretty happy with what I got. I kind of hit hers last on the second day just because I wanted to go check out the smaller dyers too. I was pretty happy, and I knew that I was getting my Iceland box sometime this year, and she's got her Spain collection coming up. So I knew that I was going to get more. My 2 shelves right here, this one and this one, there's enough for my sweater quantity of the DK to go into this, and then I need to start knitting up some Explorer Knits and Fibers. I want to. So that was, it was really cool. It was really cool to see her in her element, and just to see other people like get really emotional when they met her, just because the yarn, you know, for whatever reason is very special for them in their personal life, or help lift them up for something, and just to see the gratitude on her face for every single person that was in the line and how excited she was to see people, made me, see, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it, but it made me feel good that I am supporting a really good person. I love her yarn, her aesthetic and her colors and everything like that is amazing, but goosebumps, God. The fact that I'm supporting such a good person feels really good, to be honest. It feels really good. So I was wearing, on that day, I didn't get to finish my tank top on time that I wanted to wear at Flock. My Totally tank with the Red Panda and Coast to Coast Yarn Co. Due to, I was going to finish on the flight, and then Raiden ended up like just laying all over me, so I didn't have, you know, enough arm room to finish. I only had the ribbing left too. That was the stinky part. And then I was going to finish at the Airbnb, and then the car rental took 2 hours. I don't even want to go into that story because it's just so awful and it makes me have PTSD. All I'm saying is that if you want to rent a car, rent from Avis. That is the only place I would recommend. The only place I would recommend. Okay, let's see. Day 1. Let's see. There's a day 2 yarn that I'm just going to push aside. These are day 2 yarns. Okay. Right after I visited Allie and bought Allie's yarn, I went to the Law Mercery booth. Law Mercery was hosting Lobby Enemy and Woolberry Fiber Co. Bethany and her husband Reese were both there, just kind of meet and greeting people with their yarn. And then she had some of the Yang Yang yarn and their exclusive Law Mercery, you know, spin cycle yarn, which I already had 2 skeins of, so I didn't feel like I needed it anymore. And again, I chickened out meeting Bethany. I don't know. I just was so overwhelmed with people, and I just get so in my head. It's just like, okay, I see you from afar. I think you're really cool. Nice to meet you. Bye. Anyways, Law Mercery had done a really good job about setting up her yarn and then having a rack of samples. And then each sample had like what it was made out of and how many skeins you would need in each size. And then you could touch and feel. And so I picked out the Sunset Cami, which is by Sari Nordland. It's one that I already had bought and I plan on using. I plan on making. I really like it. I think it's super pretty and simple looking, but it's got that ruffle like diagonally and then spaghetti strap tank top. I think it's really pretty. But this is Hummingbird Hiney and Berry Merino. I got 2 skeins of that. And I love pinks. I'm super into my pinks right now. And it's got like a hint of gold in it. And this is from her, what does she call it? Butt collection? Caboose collection. There we go. So yeah. That was cool. Getting to see her from afar is good enough with me. Maybe next year when I'm, my best friend Melissa and I plan on going. She said her husband's going to let her go. So we are going and it will be so much better. I really enjoyed getting to go, but it would have been so much better with some knitting friends for sure. And then I just kind of was walking around and I found Hello Lavender shortly after. I got 2 stitch marker sets for friends, and then I got some more for myself as well, which I've already put away. So I'll just show you what I got for my friends. This is one. That's for one friend, and this is the other. And I got another one of these for myself, as well as a couple other stitch marker sets. I wish I could wear earrings. I do have pierced ears, but my ears are allergic to everything, so I can't wear earrings, which really sucks. But I would have picked some out if I was able to. But I showed my best friend Melissa my haul, you know, for the first day, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, that moon stitch marker set is so cute." And I was like, "Oh, I was planning on getting you another, but I'll go back and I'll get you." So that's how I ended up with 2 of those. But yeah, she's gonna get one of those. She really liked it, so I got those. And then I did visit and get more the second day too for Hello Lavender. And then I was just kind of walking around. I didn't feel quite complete yet, so I was just kind of looking around, and this drew my eye from Botanical Yarn. Botanically Inspired Yarns. I think they're from Australia, but they had an exclusive flock fiber sock set that I think is really cute. So I got 2 of them, and I plan on making some sort of stripy tank. This is 4-ply superwash, 75% merino, 25% nylon. 140 grams total with the mini skein set, and it's just Flock Fiber Festival exclusive sock set. So I think it's super cute. I really love these colors, and there's the fact that the pink and the yellow are in the skein as well. I think it's gonna be super cute. So, and then one of them came with a stitch marker, but the other didn't, which is fine. I only need one. So yeah, I think that's cute. I'm excited to figure out what I want to do with that. So that was day 1. After that, Raiden and I we got some lunch. He didn't really eat it because he's feeling, you know, a little constipated. And then we went and played, and then we just kind of hung back out at the Airbnb, had a nap, you know, et cetera, right? So then the next day we got up, we had breakfast. We found this little cafe where they were serving like breakfast crepes, and Raiden, he didn't want to try the crepes, so I got him some pumpkin bread and it was really good coffee, and we just hung out. He watched a little movie on my phone while I knit, and that was really nice to just kind of relax for the morning, just for like an hour or so. And then we went to the store, got some water. They had a little Safeway near the Airbnb, so that was nice, to be able to get some water and some snacks and things like that. And then I went back. We actually played in the park right next to the venue for about an hour, and then he went and run around. He wanted to go. There was some guys practicing rugby in the fields next to the park, and he wanted to go join them, and I was like, buddy, that's probably not a good idea. You can run around them, but you can't join them. So it was cool. And then we went and waited in line, and we waited for about 10 minutes or so, and then we got to go inside. So if you have some sort of like social anxiety or anxiety with too many people, go the second day. There was still plenty of yarn left. There might not have been like the exclusive stitch markers or the exclusive yarn to flock specifically left, but the rest, it was worth it. I felt so much calmer inside and so much more like bubbly, and like you could actually walk around the halls, you know, pushing the stroller without having to be like, excuse me, I gotta maneuver around you, you know, that type of thing. So the second day was my favorite. I did, like I said, I went back to the Explore Knits booth, and it was pretty picked over. I mean, there was some stuff left, but there wasn't, she had a really great show, so there wasn't much left. So I was like, is there anything that I could live without? And there wasn't, so I went to this booth for pearls and postulates. Keep learning, I guess. I don't know. They're kind of like, I'm guessing they're like school teachers or something, because they handed me a free pattern, you know, barcode for like a pencil sock set, or, you know, sock pattern, and like different things like that. And then the two colorways I got is Aren't You a Cute and Neuron to something. So I think it's some sort of like sciencey, teachery type thing. But pearls and postulates, they had a really pretty booth, and I got this one, which is the Neuron to something. This is the Harris Sock 7525, 463 yards. I got this one for my friend. She's really into purples, and I thought it was pretty, but I didn't want to get it for myself, so I got it for my friend for Christmas. So we'll get her that with her stitch marker set. And then I got this Aren't You a Cute, and I cast something on as soon as I got home. I cast on the Nomad Cowl by Winter's Weather Knits, something like that. I'm not very far, but it's a fun cowl so far. Oh, this is one of the Hello Lavender stitch markers I got. It's kind of like a no waste or something. But as you can see, there's no needles because I stole the needles to start something else. Everything I want to start right now is on US 5 needles. But I'm excited. I only got one of each, so I think it's really cute. It's kind of yellowy more in person, but I think it's really cute. I like it. So we'll finish that eventually. That's a fun cowl. It's really cute. Okay, and then I went to Sorella. Sorella was having this cool thing where they just brought a wall full of mini skeins, and I think her name is Brooke, which is Ashley, the owner's sister, who works with her / owns it, I think. She was putting together like 10 mini skein palettes or 5 mini skein palettes. And I had kind of browsed the day before. but then Raiden had something going on, so I moved on. But I went back because I was eyeing these skeins. This is Townhouse on the Classic Sock, which is 100% superwash. So I got 2 of those, and I really have been wanting to make the Friday tee with different, like a color gradient almost. So then I went and got a petite palette. So this is like 100 grams total, you know, of just different pinks. So I think that'll be really cute. Really cute. So I'm going to make the Friday tea out of that. And then the last thing I went to was Spin Cycle. I got Valley Girl and Robin's Egg on the Dyed in the Wool. So yeah, I think I might make my son some sort of sweater with this one, but I also really like it for myself too. And then with this one, I just went through my stash this morning, and I want to make the tessellate vest, which uses kind of minimal yarn, which is great. And it's different fibers, so it's like one solid, one mohair suri, and one spin cycle. And I'm gonna make that, I think. So that'll be fun. Anyway, my husband is calling. He's at the grocery store and he might need something. So thank you so much for listening to me blabble on. I cannot wait for next year. Congratulations to Jess at La Mercerie for having such a great show. And thank you for putting on such a great show to somewhere close that I could go to. And thank you for having me. Bye, knitters.